Frequency Matters, the RF and microwave update series. I'm Pat Hindle, and I'm here with my co-host Kristen Anderson. So you never know who you're going to get in these episodes over the summer here. We're kind of jostling around vacation and travel between you and Gary and me. But yeah, our July issue is coming up soon. So that's our RF and microwave software design issue. And this time with our cover story, we decided to invite some of the software EDA companies to contribute a piece on how they're enabling IoT design and give us some examples. So we have 5 pieces, a piece from Keysight, NIAWR, ANSYS, CST, and FICO Altair. And so there's some really cool design examples in there about how to design antennas for 4G and 5G handsets, some cool antenna designs for wearables and medical applications, also an RFID application, a 5G amplifier, and also a Bluetooth low energy for smart wearables. So there's a lot in there.
Wow, sounds exciting.
Yeah. So how about the MVP for July?
Oh, the MVP for July, that goes to version 12 of NIAWR's design environment. This new version includes new amplifier, antenna, and radar-specific features. So the article goes into each one individually, talking about the new features in this version. It also has an expanded third-party flows for EM, stability analysis, and improved DRC LVS. Yep. And it goes into multiple speed and ease of use improvements.
Yeah, a lot of updates.
Yeah. So this is going to make it easier for design engineers to streamline their processes, improve their end product performance, and accelerate time to market as well.
Yeah, so on the technical feature side, we had a lot of material too. So there's one from Remcom on 3D EM simulation versus planar method of moments methods, and they kind of compare and contrast them. And then there's another one from Keysight on a synthesis-based design approach for Class E amplifiers. And you note that Keysight has a whole series of videos now. They're kind of these nice 10-minute snippets of videos on how to design different types of amplifiers and some design tips. And those are all available in our library now at videos.microwavejournal.com. So it's a good resource.
Must be very useful.
And then there's a couple more. One from Rogers Corporation, and it talks about PCB considerations for millimeter wave applications. And we have another one from Rohde and Schwartz on the PA design, and it talks about those considerations you need to work with for device-to-device proximity services, and that's part of the release 12 of the 3GPP.
Wow, good stuff.
Yeah. So how about in the news?
In the news, yeah, I wanted to mention that Keysight had recently announced that they were going to acquire, or they are acquiring, Aneat. That's a UK-based supplier of test and measurement solutions. So this acquisition is going to enable Keysight to offer a broad portfolio of leading-edge solutions throughout the wireless R&D cycle. And it's also going to position Keysight as a supplier of wireless design and validation tools. They're estimating the transaction to close by the end of October.
Yeah, that'll really strengthen them. Also, they do a lot in 5G, both those companies, so it's really going to be a strong area for them.
Excellent. Anything that you found in the news this week?
Well, there's also a acquisition by Cree of APEI, which is kind of a power electronics company, so that's another acquisition that was there. But the thing that really impressed me is the Peregrine Global Foundries announcement that they're going to have the next version of Ultra CMOS on 12-inch wafers.
Wow.
I mean, that's kind of unprecedented for RF applications. I mean, compound semiconductors are working on like 4-inch wafers. You have some CMOS applications on 8-inch, but 12-inch is just going to give them a huge cost advantage if they can utilize them in some high-volume applications.
Exciting.
So how about events?
Well, events, I did want to go through some webinars again.
Oh, yeah,
I think we did
that type of event.
Right, we did talk about webinars last time on this episode, but June and July were so busy. August is a little quiet for webinars, but September ramps up again. I think we're hosting 7 of them.
Wow.
So they'll all be listed on our website on the events page in full detail in the coming weeks. But let me give you some of the titles so you can plan and prepare. We're covering RF components for aerospace and defense, how to design power electronics, HF power semiconductor modeling, a new one. Also achieving fast, accurate multi-channel power measurements over a wide dynamic range, simulation of radio frequency interference in our wireless world, and microwave and millimeter wave high frequency circuit material performance up to 110 gigahertz.
Wow.
I think there's others on test solutions and vector network analyzers. We haven't got the full details yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, we try to make sure everyone's aware of them a good 4 weeks in advance. So throughout the month of end of July into August, we'll be putting all this on our website.
Well, it's very fitting. September's kind of back to school,
Yeah, everyone
do
gets
some webinars and
education
learn some new
oriented.
things.
How about you with the events? I think you wanted to talk about EDICon and...
Yeah, so for EDICon China, we just did the call for papers. So put on your thinking caps and come up with some abstracts. Those can be submitted at ediconchina.com/papers2016. So we'll be looking to develop a huge program. I mean, last year we had close to 100 sessions and close to 35 workshops. So we'll be looking to fill up that type of a conference level this time.
I'm sure you will.
And also on EDICon USA, we have already 40 companies signed up, and we're more than a year away still.
Right.
So that's really very active. So I'm working with a lot of the sponsors to come up with some very unique types of things at the event. So we were going to do like a live design and manufacturing event. So you actually have a contest where you actually be able to design and make your product on the show floor.
By visiting exhibitors
Yeah,
with
by going
pieces
around to different exhibitors and going through the manufacturing and design steps and testing.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, so hopefully that'll work out. And we're going to look at some exciting topics. Of course, 5G and Internet of Things are big, but we also might consider the commercial space market is now emerging for RF and microwave companies as a hot topic. And we also can do some ITAR things for the A&D folks since we're in the U.S. on this EDICon.
Now that show's in Boston.
Boston, September 20th through the 22nd of 2016.
Sure, you'll be calling for papers in the fall or late fall?
Or probably early next year.
Early next year, okay. So we'll be looking for papers then.
Yes.
Good.
And I'll also be visiting NI Week that first week in August. So it's not too far away. And I really look forward to that event. It's really fun. They have a lot of summits this year. They have an aerospace and defense summit, semiconductors, 5G, Internet of Things.
It's a big show, isn't it?
It's big. I think they get close to 5,000 people at that.
Amazing.
Just for a company-held event. And I love their keynotes too. They're kind of like going to an Apple event. You know, they really get pumped up.
They get
about their new
excited, huh?
products.
It's new stuff. They
Yes.
should be excited. Well, talking about events, we don't want to leave without talking about European Microwave Week.
Right.
It's early this year, so we can't stress that enough. It's early September this year.
Right.
Most everyone has already booked their flights, booked their hotels. That's good.
To Paris.
To Paris, right. For exhibitors, this is the busy time for us to prepare our display. You know, what products are we going to show in our booth? What graphics are we going to put on the booth walls? And our shipment, we were gathering everything together for the shipment. I know Microwave Journal is shipping out on August 21st, so we're basically working toward that date to bring everything together and get it to Paris. So we're really looking forward to that. I'm sure all of our exhibitor friends are just as busy as we are.
Yep.
And of course, registration has been up and running. It's at eumweek.com. People are there every day just picking out their courses, you know, selecting what they're going to do. The program is published there.
Yeah, it's a big event. It has 3 conferences and
Right.
many different sub-events.
And I think there's a discount to register by August 6th.
Right.
So let's keep that in mind as well.
Great.
So does that wrap up this episode of
think so,
Frequency
yes.
Matters? Okay, we do want to thank our sponsor, Mini Circuits. They're online at minicircuits.com. Of course, we want to thank you for watching. We hope you'll join us again for the next episode of Frequency Matters, where we're going to discuss the current news, events, and also the product features, tech briefs in the July issue. And we'll do this on location on Plum Island here in Newburyport.
A little beach action.
That'll be new. It's summertime. Why not? So what do you think? You wear a swimsuit for that issue?
Yeah,
or
maybe.
maybe?
I've got to bring some beach chairs.
Yeah. I'll get